It's hump day. Woohoo! Happy Wednesday. Mornings, Luann and Tim. It's hump day. Did I mention that it's hump day?
It's sunny.
It's Wednesday. It's sunny.
I woke up this morning and I was like, is it Friday yet?
Oh, yeah? Did you?
Already.
Uh-oh.
I did. It's hard being on TV.
Really?
No,
Really?
I don't know. It's just a lot of talking.
It's a lot of yapping.
I like to talk, but boy, oh boy, when you got to do it, and sometimes you don't feel like it.
And you got to know what you're talking
Like, what
about.
if we just sat here and stared at the camera and let them all talk?
That would be bad television.
Not as much fun, really.
No.
Okay.
Hey, you know what happened? I have to tell you, I was on Twitter this morning, as you know I do occasionally.
Uh-huh.
There's a retired teacher in New Jersey. She's at the gas station. She's standing in line to pay, and there's a guy in front of her, and he's like going through his pockets. He's feeling really stupid. Paid for his gas and everything, but had a coffee. Didn't have enough money for the coffee. So she says, oh, here, I'll give you a couple of bucks. Guy turns around, it's Keith Urban. Yeah, imagine. Dude doesn't have $2 for coffee. Holy cow.
There's a picture of him in the office here at Soo Online.
Is there?
Is that the same guy? Is he married to what's her name?
Nicole Kidman?
That's the one. He's
Yeah.
Australian.
Oh, he's so cute.
So there's a
He's
picture
awesome.
of him in our office. He was, I don't know, was he over at Vegas, Kuwait or something at some time?
Yes,
or did he-
probably.
Oh, okay. So yeah, somebody in the Soo met him and took a picture with him.
He's a phenomenal guitar player.
Aaron doesn't like him, but I also enjoyed him immensely on American Idol.
Yes.
When he was a judge on American Idol. He
Yes.
was one of my favorite judges.
Yeah, he didn't get flustered and
No, he
political.
was very, and he was like, his advice was good, I thought. So
Yeah.
Aaron, I respect him as a musician, whether or not you do, so.
So it's like,
Not that I
imagine
listened to his
though.
music or
Like,
anything.
she was just thrilled that it was Keith Urban. I would flip out.
And she gave him the money?
Yeah, she gave him $2. Didn't even know.
He should be good to her, and like, I hope he got her name and stuff and said, I'm going to get you tickets for a show or
I
something.
hope so.
I would if I were
would hope
Keith
so.
Urban.
She took a selfie though.
Did she?
Yeah, of course.
So what does he doesn't carry cash?
You know what though? Like, I don't always have cash. I always have my cards,
Yeah,
but I
you're
don't.
not Keith Urban.
Really?
Well,
You're kidding.
He's got a lot of money.
Yeah, but his people pay for everything.
His people.
His entourage, his handlers.
Do you have people?
Yeah, I got people, all right.
I have a handler,
Yeah.
but he's out working. He's working in Sudbury right now.
Yeah.
No,
he's
no,
out of town.
no. I mean, seriously, when I do gigs, Bowser's amazing.
Really?
Oh, he hauls my stuff. This one time, can I just tell you a quick story?
Yes.
We were working in Sudbury. Because you get gigs, right? I have an agent in Sudbury who gets me gigs, a lot of stuff in Northern Ontario.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he works out of Sudbury, so like a lot of special.
Really?
Yeah, so anyway.
So you're like almost like a real entertainer.
No, not really. But anyway, this guy gets me this gig, and he's like, okay, so it's in a restaurant in Sudbury, he says. Okay, so cool. So we pack up and we go, and now we're arriving, and will there be facilities, dressing room facilities? Because I find out that as we're on our way, it's not really in Sudbury. It was in Hanmer. It was in Hanmer, which is not Sudbury, but the hotel room was in downtown Sudbury. So you're looking at about a 30...
But it's like 20 minutes, no?
30.
30, yeah.
So if I had got... So I went... I timed it out preparing to get ready at the venue. Because I said, there'll be a dressing room for you there.
Right.
Okay, so fine. We get there, and it turns out it's a strip mall, and it's a restaurant, an Italian restaurant in a strip mall with like this little area where there's like a stage, and then a whole other area at the back where there's restaurant and bar, and like it was a really bad layout, and, pardon me, no changing room. But
Were you doing Joan?
I was doing Joan, and the mall...
When are you supposed to get
But
ready?
the mall was closed.
What?
So they let me use the public restroom in the mall, in the strip mall.
Awesome.
So now there's Bowser running around getting me wingback chairs out of the mall and trying to find extension cords for plugs to plug in my makeup mirror and my blow dryer and all my stuff that I need. And in a ladies public washroom in a mall, getting ready, and then got to go into the back door of this restaurant and perform, and he's trying to do the spotlight, and there's people everywhere. So it was a really difficult gig. And when we first got there, it's like if I'd gone back to the hotel and then come back, that's an extra 40 minutes. I would never have been. I would have been half an hour late for the show.
Right.
No, so show ends, and I'm packing all this stuff up. The glamorous life, packing up my drag in a public bathroom in a strip mall in Hanmer, Ontario, packing everything up, and I'm ready to walk. And Keith says, "Put that stuff down. You're not going to be walking through that restaurant. You just did a show in there. You're not walking through there carrying your own luggage. Put it down. You just walk out of the restaurant. I will carry everything to the car."
How sweet is that guy?
He's the best, I'm telling you.
My
Right now, he's
gosh.
watching us after being in the hospital
Hi,
at
honey, I
Emerge
hope
till
you
2
feel
o'clock in
better.
the morning, and he has to go to work on the set now. He's got 75 background actors and 10 leads this morning.
And you know what? Mama's worried about you.
And he has pneumonia, people. My partner, Keith.
You're supposed to be in the hospital if you have pneumonia. I know
He has
that.
to work.
I know.
He has to work. There's
I
no-
know,
She's like,
but-
what would we do if you had pneumonia? I would be...
You'd carry on. You could read the news.
No, we'd be in your hospital room beside you. We would go on location to Soo Hospital.
On a remote.
And we clip your microphone onto your IV.
Yeah. See, there.
That's what we
Lots
do.
of places to hide the battery pack and stuff like that. So yeah, that would work.
I'm sorry, I talked a lot about myself this morning, Luann. Did you
That's
have more
okay.
things you wanted to
Well,
discuss?
you know what? It's International Cat Day, even though I don't like them.
I'm not...
You've had one at least.
can't
I'm
even-
talking about a cat.
Yes, cats. I had a cat. His name was
Meow.
JC, and I never liked him.
Why did you have him then?
Well, because I'd come back from Banff School of Fine Arts, and I got my very first apartment in Sault Ste. Marie. I didn't have any friends left here. I was getting.
You didn't have any friends.
So I was working at the old Algo Club as a waiter. Remember the Algo Club?
Wow.
Yeah. So because I had come back from I'd done a year at York, and then I went to Banff, and then I wanted to move to Toronto. My father said, "With what? You got no money." And I said, "Well, I thought maybe you could help me out." He's like,
And you went, no, you're
I'll
gonna
help you get a
yourself."
job, and you can get an apartment." And well, how can I pay for an apartment? Well, I'll give you first and last month's rent. Well, then give me the money to move to
Awesome.
Toronto. We said, "No, you got to earn your way."
Good for him.
So I got a cat to keep me company. Long story short, and the cat was not a pleasant animal.
Why did you name it JC or
Just cat.
Just Cat?
Yeah, and also I had just played the role of J.C. Squires in The Music Man at Banff School of Fine Arts. So JC. And anyway,
Got
the
it.
cat did not like me and would do things like hey cat, want to play? And he'd go, "Ah," and come at me. And one day he like hung from my chin and ripped all the flesh out of my chin.
Whing! Cat goes across the room.
No, I tried. I took care. And then when I moved, I stayed in town for 6 months, saved enough money, moved to Toronto. And then I had the cat. So I gave it to some friends. And they took care of the cat for a while. And then I got a message that they had a dinner party one night, and they all went out after the dinner party, and the cat got a hold of a cork from a wine bottle and ate it and was dead in the bathtub.
Oh no! Oh gosh!
It ate the cork.
Ew, and
it
choked
got-
on the cork?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
He wasn't a nice cat, but he didn't deserve to die.
Well, no, nobody deserves to die just because you're not nice.
Nobody deserves to die. Tell that to the evangelicals who say that the Pope is wrong, to say that the death penalty is not a good thing.
I know.
Have
right?
you heard that part?
Man, I love this Pope. Popey's
The Pope
awesome.
says we got to rethink the death penalty. It's not a good idea. And the evangelicals in the U.S. are saying, no, we got to kill people.
Yeah. We're Christians. We have to
We
kill
have to
people.
kill people. They're saying the Pope is wrong. He doesn't understand what God wants. God wants us to kill bad people. The Bible says so. And I'm like, the Bible
And
says...
because I'm such an awesome person, I can make that judgment.
But I thought the
okay?
Bible says thou shalt not kill.
Thou shalt not kill ever.
Apparently
anyone.
there's caveats that I didn't know about.
Yeah. Who's on the show today?
Everybody. Everybody who's
Awesome.
anybody.
Come on over.
An entire cast of people.
I thought you were going to say cat. An entire cat. Oh, no.
Oh, it's National Cat Day. We have a cat on the show. No, we don't. We have the cast of, they're not on the show, but the cast of The Secret Garden, which opens tonight at the Soo Theater. And you might say, what's the Soo Theater? People. We're not alone in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. We are a twin city. And
Because we can't get out of the city.
there's an amazing theater in Soo, Michigan, right across the bridge, right downtown. It's the downtown Soo Theater, SOO. It's an historic building, and they are opening their second show of their summer season. They just had Grease just closed a little while
Awesome.
ago, and now it's The Secret Garden. And we went over the bridge, and we interviewed some of the cast members and the producer and one of the instructors of the opera program who's actually in the show.
Oh, that's so cool.
We do, so we have some nice footage there. Mike came across and shot some great stuff for us. So
Awesome.
there's that. And then Mario Nacarado, who a lot of people might know Mario as a vocalist. He was with the band Coverfly, although I think recently they've disbanded. Anyway, Mario's a great musician, and he and his partner, partner in crime, Barbara Ranyevich, she's a retired teacher, very involved in the theater scene. They are running the Soo's Got Talent, that's S-A-U-L-T, because it's on this side, out of the tech. It's like a combination karaoke talent show, and you
Awesome.
can enter to win, I don't know what We're going to find out. So Mario's here live in the studio as well.
That sounds like it's going to be a very interesting show.
Lots of entertainment today on the show.
Good.
I know.
Besides you.
Besides us.
Yes, us.
So Luann has news coming up. No,
I
but
do.
first I have the interview from across the river from Soo Theatre Projects. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you will go and see the show. The vocals are incredible, Lou.
I can't wait.
Yeah, okay. So, and we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. We are in the lobby of the historic downtown Soo Theatre in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and I am joined by my friend Karen Beacom. Karen is the artistic director of Soo Theatre Projects, as well as the artistic director and founder of the Soo Opera, held right here in this very building. And this is Christopher Hollingsworth. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hello, Tim. How are you? Good to see you again.
I'm welcome back to the UP.
Yes, I'm glad to be up here.
But this time you came a longer way than last time. Now you're living in Texas.
Texas, yes, way down where it's hot and 105 right now. So
Whoa.
I did not miss that.
And you brought your daughter with you this time.
Julia is about to go study musical theater at my school, and so she's playing the part of Martha the Maid.
Martha the Maid in The Secret Garden, based on the beautiful children's story by Frances Hodgson Burnett, turned into a Broadway musical, and that's the version you're doing here, Karen?
Yes, we're doing the musical by Lucy Simon, and just thought it was a perfect choice for our opera company.
So now, let's talk about the opera company. You've run this now for, a decade or so?
Yes, our first show that we brought professionals in was 2007, The Magic Flute, and ever since then we've grown to bringing more and more guests in to supplement our local students and chorus members.
And the talent. I mean, Mike and I, our cameraman, producer for the segment, we've been enjoying the rehearsal that's been going on in the theater. Mike got some great shots. The voices that you have assembled for this show. Christopher, were you impressed when you came up here to teach the opera workshop at what you had to work with?
Absolutely. People of all ages, from like 8 to about 66 when we were in this. It's just great, bringing lots of different experience and just a lot of different energy and diversity to this, so it's been great.
You've taught this workshop before, the Opera Series workshop?
Yes. I think it was back in maybe 2008 and 2009, maybe, or maybe even 2010.
Now, has the program caught on? Has it gotten bigger? Have you greater response from the members of the community?
Yeah, absolutely. And our regular program here at Soo Theatre is really booming with young people. We've done Wizard of Oz recently with 88 cast members and 44 Munchkins, which has grown into our summer camps with Willy Wonka Jr. having 62 kids on stage this summer, and Grease we cast with like young adults and teenagers in the leads, and so all these kids have been through so much training here, and now we're able to do something like The Secret Garden for our opera production because they've been training and getting the experience on the stage, and some of them are going on to degrees. Mary Lennox, who
the girl who's playing Mary Lennox, yes, what is her name?
Gabby Pepin.
Yes.
She was in our first production here at the Soo Theatre as a little kid playing Molly, and now she played Dorothy last summer.
Molly and Annie, and now she's all grown. She played Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and now this summer she's Mary Lennox playing, and she's a junior, going into a junior year at Butler University for voice.
Well, again, a beautiful voice. I heard her singing. Your daughter's sounding amazing too, by the way.
Yeah, she's got her mom's chops.
And Karen, it's always so beautiful to hear you sing. And Lola, we just did a segment with Lola the other day at doing belly dancing, but here in this show, she's singing as well. Now, you used some of the material from the show as part of the opera workshop. Is this true?
We did. We had them perform House on a Hill, which is one of the early Act 1 ensembles, so yeah.
And that's a tricky piece. Tons of harmony, lots of different parts, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's amazing to me that you guys managed to put together these shows in such short order. What is the average rehearsal time for a show like this, Karen?
We started staging on Monday morning, and we had a run-through of Anna calls it a smash-through on Thursday afternoon. So 4 days we've put it up, and today, Friday, is a spit and polish that we're really taking things back apart and making sure all the transitions are smooth. But 5 days for staging, and then music the week before a little bit, but even this week, the professionals come knowing their stuff, and we roll it out.
See, it's one thing for you to come up here having performed, because it's not uncommon in the world of opera to play a role over and over many times and be known actually for that role. And you know, people will hire you specifically because that's in your repertoire. Different though when it's sort of an opera/musical theater. Do you have to learn this from scratch, or had you played this role before? It's a big part.
You know what? This has been on my bucket list for years, and finally getting to do it. I've music directed it before, but yes, and the brain does not absorb quite as quickly as it used to. So yeah, a little stressful. Yeah.
It's a challenge for sure. And the excitement though, I mean, I'm watching, it's Anna Garcher is your director, and she's, I'm watching her in there. Is she ever great? Attention to detail, so calm, unlike myself. And she's really, I mean, talk about polishing. Stop, fix that, do that, make a note, we need this. So it's really coming together. You guys open on Wednesday.
Yes. Yep.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
What about tickets, Karen? If we want to come, because it's right across the bridge from Soo, Ontario. It's so easy to get here. If you haven't been to this theater, it's historic. This is back in the days of vaudeville. I mean, this was a house. When they showed black and white movies, they still have the organ here that they played during black and white screenings. It's like a museum coming into this theater. And the show dates are when?
August 8th, 10, and 12, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. We're doing the opera Spread It Out series, so Wednesday night, Friday night, 7:30, and Sunday at 3.
A matinee on Sunday, which is great.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is, just so you know, that we're taping this right now, but this will be airing on the Tuesday, so the day before you open, this will be on television, okay? So tickets are available how, Karen?
You can go online, www.sootheater.org.
And you spell Soo, S-O-O on this side, don't you?
Yeah, Soo Theater, S-O-O, theater with an R-E, Theatre.
Oh, you use Soo American and the theater Canadian.
Yes.
Very British of you. Yes. So, and if you don't know the story, it's a beautiful story. I'm going to interview a couple of your cast members after this segment, and then we'll be talking a little bit about the plot. And also, I'm going to get some scoop on how you were as a teacher, sir.
Oh.
No, don't worry. I was talking to my friend Marianne Nakamura. She loved you, and she said she's discovered a whole new voice because of you. So, and these, you continue on this, not just in the summer, which is great also, by the way, because we don't have theater in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario in the summer. We love that you do this, and we can come over and check it out.
We love that you come over and check us out.
What about the classes the rest of the year? Are they open to Canadians as well?
Yeah, absolutely. All our classes are open to anybody, and we do from, zero to birth music together classes all the way through New Horizons strings programs, and we have a great strings program. If you're not finding what you need, we've got strings, violin, cello.
Also acting workshop?
Acting, singing, piano.
Everything. It's all here at Soo Theater Projects. Check them out on their website. I'm sure there's a website.
Yep, www.sootheater.org.
Like she said, and that's where you can also find your ticket information as well.
Calling for tickets is really easy. We can take credit cards over the phone, so that makes it really simple, and your tickets will be at will call. So that's 906-632-1930.
Beautiful. And you know what? When we go back to the studio, I'm going to get Mike to put that on a little card. He'll put that number on the screen when this airs. So, guys, thanks. You have to get back to rehearsal now. I don't want to get in trouble from your director, Anna Garcher. So, and John Wilkinson is your conductor, musical director. Yes.
Yeah.
Great rehearsal pianist. What's her name?
Oh, Sarah Amos. She was a piano fellow at Bayview in Petoskey, and my colleague Casey Robards recommended her. So she's up from Missouri. She's fabulous.
She is phenomenal. Okay, guys, get back to work, and you guys stay tuned. We'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this, live from the historic downtown Soo Theater in Soo, Michigan. The UP. The UP. Downtown Soo Theater in Soo, Michigan, and I'm joined now by Marianne Nakamura from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and Gabby Pepin from Soo, Michigan. Is that where you actually live in the Soo?
I do.
Yeah, but you're going away, or are you already away at school?
I'm away at school.
And you're studying, Karen told me, tell me again.
Vocal performance and creative writing.
Yee, which school?
Butler University in Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis. And Marianne Nakamura, you are no stranger to the theater. You and I have worked together on the other side of the bridge. What's it like on this side?
It's very interesting, especially coming across the bridge, but I'm having a wonderful time. It's a great learning experience doing an opera.
You've done a lot of musical theater, but have you taken professional singing lessons before, like from a teacher?
No.
So this is a first for you. You studied with Christopher during the opera workshop.
That's correct. And Chris was awesome. He looks to see what he wants to work with us and works on developing those skills. Amazing experience.
And really, it was intense. You guys were here for, what, 7 hours a day?
5 days from 10 until 4, about.
So 6 hours a day for 5 days. And you must have discovered all kinds of stuff about breathing and sound production that you never knew, right?
Well, yeah, working on my high sound production, very, very different than the musical theater I've done in the past.
Now, you've played a couple of major roles in Soo, Ontario. Gabby, have you played lead roles in productions in your lifetime?
I have. I was Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz last summer.
Yes.
And I was Belle when we did Beauty and the Beast Jr. here.
Oh.
So done a lot of different things.
Look at you, so young but we've worked together.
We have, yeah.
When you were very little.
Yep.
And I directed Cosi Van Tutti over here.
Yes.
And you were in the ensemble.
I was. It was my first opera.
Did you do the opera workshop this time around?
Yes, I did.
And had you worked with Chris before?
I had. He was actually, I worked with him the first time he was here for a workshop, so it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Do you find that you benefit from having different vocal teachers because they all have different styles of approaches and different ways that they teach and different things? It's like some teachers will talk about placement like this way, or they're very sort of, it's all about imaging, and others are very practical, like how to do muscles in your throat.
Right.
Do you find that it benefits you to have different teachers teaching different styles?
Oh, for sure, definitely. Because sometimes you never know when something is going to click that didn't click before. So having different teachers, even if they're saying the same thing, it helps to just like make you think of it a different way.
Exactly. And then sometimes you'll try something that a teacher you'd never even thought to try before because you'd never thought of it, and then it's like, oh, I didn't know I could produce that sound that way.
Exactly.
Right. Now, Marianne, you're not used to this, how fast they put these shows together over here. When we do shows on our side, we do 3 months. They do these in like 2 weeks. How have you found that experience?
It's very, very intense. Part of the opera workshop, we did work on the opera in the afternoon, so that helped very definitely. But it's very fast. You have to be on your toes and know where you're going and what you're doing.
And now, how about for you? Is this faster than you're used to working?
Yeah, a little faster. We usually have more time. But it's definitely a great experience because it kind of forces you to be on a little more and always be like working on things to improve.
How much time did you have with the script in advance? Like, when did you know you were playing the role of Mary, which is basically the lead role? You play the little girl whose parents die in India, and you're moved and forced to live in this old castle. Well, kind of like a castle, a mansion with your uncle who's a weirdo, and his weird kid who like lives in the walls and stuff. And it's this really very kind of moody, dark, mystical musical. When did you find out you'd be playing this role?
Well, Karen and I had talked about it this spring, and when she knew that we were going to do it for sure, she wanted me to be Mary.
Okay.
So I knew that I was going to do it for a while, but I didn't actually get the script until like a week or two ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you familiar with the music? Had you listened to the Broadway score?
I had listened to it maybe once. I didn't know it at all coming in.
Oh my gosh, you guys, and you open on Wednesday. Are you ready?
I hope so.
You're already in your costume. Have you got your costumes yet?
Well, I'm actually in a meeting right now with my seamstress, my costume designer. So we're talking
fall.
costumes right now.
Smell you, your own seamstress. And I understand your scenic design is being done by the incredible Karen Nisbet from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Have you seen any of her artwork?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, I know. I'm a huge fan of Karen Nisbet. So we know that the performances start on Wednesday,
Yes.
and you do Wednesday, Friday, Sunday?
Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
And the Wednesday and Friday are 7:30 p.m.?
That is correct, 7:30.
And the matinee is a Sunday at?
Oh,
3 p.m.? You have to sing in the afternoon, dear.
I do.
Yeah. Listen, I want to thank you for sharing your time with us. I know you've got a fitting and you've got to get back to rehearsal. So don't miss this. The Secret Garden, it is a beautiful, beautiful story by Frances Hodgson Burnett. You can familiarize yourself with it by just looking it up, but trust me, this is one you don't want to miss. And I am telling you, we always talk about in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, how much talent that we have and how surprising it is for a town of 75,000 people to turn out the kind of talent that we do. But the population over here is even smaller, and the talent is just as fierce. Do you find that when you come home and work with these singers that you're always amazed by the quality of the performances?
Definitely, for sure. It's always surprising in the best way.
In the best way.
Yeah.
You're the best, too. All right, so it's The Secret Garden on stage at the downtown Soo Theater in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Don't miss this production, and we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. Now, in my interview with Karen Beacom from the Soo Theater,
Yes.
I said, so this is going to air on Tuesday, but as what happens in television, things get bumped, and so
Especially
this is,
live television.
So this is Wednesday, obviously. Don't adjust your sets and don't adjust your calendar. I just decided to air the set, and I let them know that the egg segment would air this morning because it is their open night tonight. We wish them all the best. Break a leg. everybody
Yes,
over
break
there.
a leg.
And there are Canadians over there too in the cast, as you saw, Marianne Nakamura and others. But anyway, so that's why I said Tuesday. But it's really Wednesday, and it's their opening night, and they run tonight, Friday, and Sunday. And I do suggest that people check it out because, you know, Luann, we say time and again, we've got some theater folks coming up in the next interview. We say time and again in this city, the amount of talent.
It's unbelievable.
Of 75,000 people, the talent that comes out of this city, that stays in this city, but also that goes on to work professionally in all kinds of arts. And the same is true in Soo, Michigan.
When I first moved to the Soo, I was flabbergasted at how many theater companies there was.
So many.
Unbelievable.
And and somehow they managed to say, well, Soo Theater Workshop has been around the longest. 1950s they've been around.
Wow, that's
Comedy
that's
Guild is
even
as long
older
as
than
I
you.
is. I know. No, it is. and it's aged better. It's Musical Comedy Guild. 1962. That's the year I was born.
Holy moly.
That's 55 years ago. God, I look good.
You do. You look like a young Robert Redford. You do.
No turkey neck yet, Lou.
No turkey, that's what I'm saying, young.
We were posing Mario Nacarado, who's coming in with Barbara Ranyovich for the next guest. We were in the green room, and they wanted to take a picture of us for posterity. So we're all posing, and Mario looks at himself and says, Tim, grab my neck.
Hold back the chicken neck.
That's from my big fat Greek wedding.
I've never seen that show.
Oh, funny.
I've never seen it.
And written by a Canadian.
Yes,
starring
I knew
a
that.
Canadian and produced by a Canadian. Actually, I kind of knew her when she started in musical theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Neela? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so now stay tuned because Barbara Ranyovich and Mario Nacarado coming up. Barbara Ranyovich is kind of a theater legend in community theater in Sault Ste. Marie. She cracks me up. I've worked with her a number of times. She's a very unique and wonderful.
Poor thing though, no energy level at all.
Oh, she
just like.
She goes to get mic'd up with her and she says, "Do your best." And Mario's a great vocalist who's been around for a while. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to chatting with them about their new venture, The Soo's Got Talent.
I was privileged to meet them too, so we're looking forward to those two segments coming up. And we had that and much more coming up on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Fasten your seatbelts, everybody. Good morning. This is Barbara Ranyovich.
Good morning.
And that's Mario Nacarado.
Good morning.
Now, Barbara.
Yes, dear.
You look fine. She's saying, how's my
Yeah.
hair?
Does my hair look okay?
And then Mario says,
How's mine?
your hair is fine. And then Mario says, are my eyes open? I love that.
Yeah.
Mario, you're a funny guy.
Thank you.
He
And so are you.
is.
Thank you. And Barbara, you're funny too.
Oh, well,
But
I try not
ha-ha
to be.
funny,
I
just
really
peculiar.
try. Yeah. No, right. I absolutely try not to be funny because, comedians don't know that they're funny.
That's true.
Yes.
How did we meet?
We met on the set when you did Tommy and I was your wardrobe mistress.
In the show?
Well, no, backstage.
worked backstage on that show?
I did, because I just wanted to work with you because you, to me, were famous, and I thought, the joy of working
You work with
with
someone way more famous than me. You work with Richard Howard.
Oh, many, many times.
The
I
late,
met
great
Richard in Toronto, actually.
Did you?
Yes, my mother did theatre, and we had a little theatre group backstage of
In Toronto?
Yes.
That's where you grew up?
Was-
Well, you were from England originally?
I am born in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yes.
Ooh, there's an accent.
I know.
And then started theater. Your mother did
Yes,
theater.
my mother did theatre. We called it the Poor Alex because the Royal Alex, it was
Wait a
associated
minute.
with Gino
I know the
Embry.
Poor Alex.
Yes, I was there. I have sung on that stage.
Is it still around?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, but it was really well known for
Oh, I know.
alternative theater and for
Yeah.
like independent.
Yeah. My very
theater.
first time I got up and sung, I walked to the back of the stage with my back to the audience because I was so nervous.
Oh.
And then the piano player went like this, so I went, oh.
And then you turned around.
And then I never turned back again.
And never looked. never,
Never looked back.
you never turned your back to an
that's
audience again.
Never again. No, I just walk like this now.
So you were born with theater in your blood.
I think so.
Mario,
Yes.
music for you before theater, yes?
Yes, me before.
What?
Yes.
Did you train as a musician? I know you.
No, I just learned by ear over the years.
Do you play instruments? I know you as a singer.
Yes, I do percussion and some keyboards as well.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you never took vocal training at all.
No, I learned by ear.
You have a remarkable voice.
Thank
Your
you.
voice is you can sing quite high, can't you?
I can, yes.
Yeah, that's very cool. I mentioned in my introduction to this segment Coverfly. Now that was a band that
It was a band, it turned into Encore.
Now
Yes.
it's called Encore.
Yes, I'm not with them anymore.
You're not with Encore anymore either.
no.
Okay, so you're an independent.
Yes.
You're
I
a
am.
man without a band.
Yes. yes.
Did you enjoy the whole band? You did how
I
many
enjoyed
years?
it very much. I did it for like more than 10 years.
10 years
Locally,
fronting
yes.
bands.
Yes, and before Sault Ste. Marie, I was in London, Ontario, doing it.
But were you born and raised here?
Yes, I was.
Okay, I didn't know you lived in London ever.
Yeah, I did. I went there for college.
Oh, what'd you study?
Urban design.
I've seen your computer generated cities and stuff.
Yes, yes.
You're good at that.
Thank you.
You could design a city and sing to
And
it.
sing, yes. yes.
So now, your career in theater has spanned then your lifetime.
Oh, yes, yes, absolutely.
But not just a performer. You've also directed.
I
You've
have.
produced.
I have, yes.
Your first directing gig was How You Met Mario.
That's
Yes.
right.
Tell
I
me
did
that
Wind in the
story.
Willows.
Wind in the
Yes.
Willows.
And I just put the word out that I was looking for a cast, and this gem walked in. So, what?
I was Badger.
He was Badger.
In Wind in the Willows?
Yes.
It's a great story.
It was one of my
Did you have-
favorites growing up, and I thought I have to do it someday.
Did you have kids and adults in the cast?
Yes.
Yes,
It was
right
an amazing
from,
experience.
Yeah, 4 right up to well, your age probably.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Actually,
good.
Jerry's older than me.
Oh, okay. Jerry Bois is
Pat
older.
Rose. I'm sorry, Pat Rose
Yeah.
Near. Oh, that's Patricia. Is that Patricia
Yes,
Rose?
Patricia. Yes.
She's done a lot of work too as a director. You've
Well,
worked
she
with some
only came
great
up here.
directors.
She only came up here once, though, so I don't know where she is.
Probably back in Toronto.
Yeah,
Wasn't she
probably.
Toronto? Oh,
Yeah.
listen, look, we're going over Barbara's resume. So,
that's right.
so now you guys have come together after,
Yes.
once again, joined forces. You had an inn at the Tech, which is
I do, yes,
on
and I- yes.
the former St. Mary's College, the former Lakeway, now
yes.
known as the Tech. It has
Right.
a theater in there. It's got
It's
all
a
kinds of
beautiful theater.
Beautiful.
It has
Yeah.
the Northern Arts Academy. Paul Dingle
Yes.
and Agnes McCarthy run a school out of there. It's got all kinds of businesses running out of there.
Yeah,
It's a great
yeah.
venture.
And I just happen to know the people who bought it.
Okay.
Calvin and Lori Shelby.
Yes.
And their cousin lives next door to me at Point of Par.
Yes.
So I went to them and said, I did another karaoke with Kevin. And
Kevin
they
Collar, who
said,
works
yeah,
here?
Kevin Collar, who works here. And I said, they said, use the theater. Nobody's using it. So we did, and it worked quite well. But then when I went away to Florida,
Which you do, you
and
snowbird.
then Kevin got busy with this.
Yes.
So then did you just call me and just say
I messaged you online.
right? That was it.
Yes,
Yes.
I told you that I had an idea.
And
Yes.
now, we're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to pick up where that idea took us
Okay.
today. All right, so stay with us more with Mornings with Luann and Tim and Barbara and Mario right after this.
Ta-da.
So picking up where we left off, meanwhile, back at the karaoke bar, so you call Barbara and say, I have an idea.
Yes.
What was the idea?
Sue's Got Talent,
The Sue's
based
Got-
off of the TV show. America's Got Talent and
And,
Britain's
and
Got
I don't
Talent.
think you knew that I would be able to provide a venue just like that.
I did not know.
No.
Just
Yeah.
fate, as fate would have it.
Yes.
Yes.
And because venues aren't easy to come by, is that true?
This is true. I mean, where do you, remember the last one that Susie did was at the Legion.
Susie Barber.
Yes,
yeah.
Susie Barber did one at the Legion.
Right.
There's been various other places, but they are hard to come by because you have to pay some money.
Some money.
And so,
You
that's
know what
not
I've
always
heard?
easy.
I've heard about the folks from the Tech through Tova Arbus. They also are running the Windsor
Yes,
Park right now.
that's right,
And
yes.
Tova has said that they have been remarkable as far as
they are wonderful.
helping her out with the Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
So really, they are community-minded people.
They are.
Right.
Yes, they
Really,
are.
I-
Yes,
yeah.
they
So
are
now-
thrilled we're doing this
Are
because
they?
when they
So-
first
Yes.
bought the place, they thought that that's something that they would do.
Right.
So when I went to them with the idea, they said yes.
So this
of
is
course.
a combination of karaoke and talent show. Kind of, is
Well,
that what it is?
what
Explain
we're
it.
doing is during the auditions, if there's nobody auditioning, we have karaoke going on.
Okay.
So that's open free karaoke for all ages. Can
Now,
come-
that's the nice thing too.
You
All
know,
ages karaoke
yes.
is not something you find a lot of.
No.
I saw some comments saying it starts kind of early, but that's the whole idea. What time does it start, Mario?
5 p.m.
And what day of the week is it?
Friday.
Every Friday.
Yes.
So you get off work.
Yeah.
You know,
Bring your
go
kids.
over, bring your kids.
Exactly.
and
We
head
had
over.
on last Friday we had a 10-year-old come. I mean, she was fantastic. I mean, for a 10-year-old to get up on stage and sing, there was about 20 of us there.
Yes.
She was amazing. And
She was really shy at first, but then
Yes.
by her third or fourth song,
Yes, she was belting them
She
out.
was belting them out, and she
Really?
was
Yeah.
really good. Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
want to give that
Every
venue.
age range is showing up.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So what's the
absolutely.
deal? You show up and you choose a song and you say, I want to be part of the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
This Who's Got Talent.
Yes. For audition people, yes. But if you want to come and just sing karaoke, you're more than welcome.
Everybody's welcome, no charge.
everybody's
No charge.
welcome,
But
absolutely.
if you get there and you decide, ooh, now I want to actually become part of the
Well, that's
what
what
you call it
we-
a contest. What are
Well,
you calling
you
it?
see, it's a talent contest.
A talent contest.
If you come on and sing karaoke, and then we think you're a great singer, and you want to audition, well then we'll already say you've already auditioned for us. You know.
Just give us $10.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's a
And so-
registration fee to cover all of the expenses
Exactly.
of
Yes,
actually
it is.
putting on the contest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So people who sing karaoke and want to audition won't have to audition if we hear them sing karaoke. They'll just have to pay the registration fee, and then all will be fine.
But wait, are you taking any acts? So, for instance, if someone were a ventriloquist, or if
Yes,
someone were a
of
juggler,
course.
or if someone
Mime.
played
Absolutely.
guitar, mime,
Comedians, everything.
any
Every
kind of
talent.
musician.
Dancers,
Yeah.
dance troops.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
spoken word? Would you?
Well,
Yeah, of
actually,
course.
now that you mention that, a guy walked by, came in, and I said, "Are you coming to audition?" He says, "Oh, I don't do anything." I said, "Well, what kind of talent do you have in anything?" He said, "Well, I like to tell stories." I said, "Perfect."
Right.
I said, we're not only going to be doing musicians. Perhaps you'd like to audition yourself.
Oh,
We could give you some
Impersonators, too.
tips, Tim, on what to do.
Impersonators too.
impersonators.
Yes, if you look like someone's famous, you can pull them off.
Yeah. let's
Or
see.
if you're a female
a person with a
impersonator,
voice
come
down
on down,
here.
and it'll be a great fun for
Okay,
everyone.
so you've already had some auditions. You have some people
We
already
have
registered.
4 people already registered.
How long is this going on?
We originally had auditions slated for August 31st to end.
Okay.
But if it's not getting that much of a
A lot of people are away because it's
Yeah.
the
Oh,
summertime.
it's the summertime, so
Yes.
you're going to extend it.
So we'll extend it until yeah.
And actually, it's good for us because we're getting, we're just on the ground floor and we're getting organized.
We have a
and-
poster we can put up to help you guys out.
Yes.
So Mike's going to put a poster up, and you can tell us again. The venue is at the Tech, which is
Yes.
the corner of Wellington and what is that street? Tancred? No.
Yeah, I think that's it.
130 Wellington Street.
Okay, everybody knows where the Tech is, for heaven's
Yeah,
sakes.
yes.
It's Fridays.
Yes.
Every Friday starting at 5
5 to
p.m. and
9.
going until when?
9 p.m.
5 to 9 p.m.
Yep.
Go by and sing free karaoke.
Yes.
Or show up with a talent.
Yes.
And
Yes.
$10 to register.
Yes.
And then do you have your prizes figured out at the end yet?
We don't really have them figured out yet. We're looking for, for judges. Perhaps you'd like to
Oh,
judge.
I would judge. Totally, I would judge.
Well, we
I'm
could, we
better
could also
judging
give
than
you,
auditioning.
Yeah, we could
Yes.
also give you some
Maybe
tips
Luann
on
would
that.
judge too. I shouldn't say that for her, but you never
no.
know.
But we'll talk her into
As
it.
long as she doesn't know about singing.
The
and
prize
stuff.
is going to be a combination of money taken in at the door.
Okay.
And with prizes that will hopefully be sponsored by
Yes.
by local sponsors.
Looking for
Yeah, we're looking for
Yes.
sponsors.
All right. Well, listen. Good luck with this, guys.
Yes.
It's
Thank
always nice to have more things to do in Sault Ste. Marie,
Yes.
and it's a great way to start off a Friday evening.
Exactly,
Earlier
exactly.
on, you can still have the
And-
whole night left.
Yes, and when we
Exactly.
start judging, the losers can come and talk to you.
We'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim. My thanks to Barbara Ranovich and Mario Nacarado from the Soo's Got Talent. Stay with us. Well, I hope this nice Wednesday morning has helped people get started on
Yes.
their hump day. I certainly enjoyed the company.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was
enjoyed your
awesome.
company.
Really?
I did, Luann.
Was that the first?
No, I'm starting to warm up to you.
Oh, good. So glad to hear it. It's about time. It's only been 4 years or 3 months. 1 or 2.
So we'll do this again tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, live on TV, Mornings with Luann and Tim. We'll see you then.
Bye for now.